This is Kirby Kid from over at Critical Gaming, and we're going to be talking about the interplay of Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Now in this match we're going to have a Kirby and a Game & Watch facing off, and of course I'm the Kirby. So in here, when Game & Watch back airs you, you can smash the eye up and hit him before he recovers from his air attack. That's one specific strategy that you probably need to have when fighting a Game & Watch. And here I use my priority up B as a sword to cut over his forward air attack. I use the rock slide here to go down the hill and then break out early, anticipating his forward smash to gain the advantage. Walk away from his down air. He thought I was going to back air him, so he shield grabbed, but then I baited that into a forward smash. It's very deadly when you double blind and you miss out on the call. The Game & Watch shouldn't have been dancing, and now he's in the water, which is not good. And that's why you should never dance. By the way, these are just friendly matches that took place at a tournament that I throw every 2 weeks. So right here, I meant to land on the edge and not on the top of the platform, so Game & Watch got an easy advantage with a shield grab counter. But now the Game & Watch is in the water, which he shouldn't be. Kirby has the advantage. And for some reason, he came back into the water. Not good. And right here, he misses his back air because I pressed forward, and now he's dead. Don't do that. So in the next match, we're going to look at a battle between me, the Kirby, versus a Ness player named Austin. Right here, I tried to stay aggressive by pressing forward right at the beginning of the match, but then I tripped. So I was able to recover just in time. And with Ness's aggressive moves, he pushed himself off the edge, which is not good for Ness, and I'll show you why. As soon as he starts falling, you can interrupt his up B attack over and over, dropping him lower and lower. And when he's too low, even if he tries to recover, he won't make it. Off the stage, and especially beneath the stage, is the worst place in the world for Ness to be, especially against a Kirby. But I wasn't thinking, so I got spiked, and now the game is reset back to 0. Drop Ness beneath the stage, and he footstools me to get back. But now Ness is in trouble. The same trick didn't work because Ness has a protective electricity field. You gotta be very careful about that. Unlike in the other Smash Brothers, Ness was pretty much dead off the edge before. This whole game you can watch carefully as Ness repeatedly uses his PK Thunder to chase me down in the air, and I have to do a variety of techniques and strategies to get through him, because that move has a lot of priority and a lot of air control, and the tail of the worm there has multi-hitting electric attack, so you have to be very careful. Ness's back throw is extremely strong, so whenever he needs to get a kill off, he'll always be looking for an opportunity to grab you and throw you backwards. So when you're at high damage, it's important to put his back to the largest area of the stage so that you have the most room to travel before dying. And my hammer is not working, that's a bad move. Notice how he can keep you in the air with repeated electric chains, and if you try to air dodge through it, if you're too close to Ness, something like that will happen. And that move is incredibly powerful as well. So this Ness is particularly bold. He'll like to go off the side of the stage and attack you, which is high risk, high reward for Ness because his spike is really strong. It's one of the strongest spikes in the game. So the general strategy or tactics when fighting Ness is to stay away from underneath him off the edge and try to stay on top of him when he's off the edge. Right there, the tail hit me and then the head of the... But when the electric tail is coming straight down, Ness doesn't get his super attack, which gave me the advantage to dash forward and grab him. Gave him quick 42 damage, and now the game's pretty much even. Right here, I used my hammer and timed it out perfectly, so I grabbed the edge instead of getting spiked by Ness. And right there, the tail of the electric up B stalled my rock just in enough time for Ness to zip away to the right side of the stage. But if you manage to get through, Ness is always vulnerable, and when Ness is vulnerable, getting him off the edge is the best way to win. I anticipate his recovery here, start my rock attack perfectly in time, and smash him for the win. Ness only has a few options when getting back, so he must use his vertical space and his timing of his up B in order to recover safely, and if you can anticipate either of those, you have the advantage. So here's another match with the same Ness player. We're doing a lot of ground game, short ground game moves at the beginning of this match, unlike the other game where we were jumping quite a lot. And we can trade hits. It's always important to know that some of Ness's best air attacks you can trade hits with if you're a little aggressive. Ness is really aggressive in this match. And he uses the up B to zip away, and it recovers so quickly I was caught off guard with his PK fire. And now I'm dead. So Ness likes to jump back and use PK fire whenever you come back from dying. And that's very important to remember what kinds of patterns your enemies have. Right here I use my up B just in case he moved forward. I would have cut him, and if he moves back, the shockwave will hit him. Right here we're dancing around for space. Same trick, right with my hammer, but I convert into a back air, and since Ness has a really slow jump, he's killed right there. Like I said, Ness off the edge is not the best character in the world. He has very limited options and a very goofy, awkward way of moving through the air. Right here, Ness was really aggressive with more forward airs. I made sure to remember that for later. Ness was aggressive with his grab because Ness loves to grab, so I get the advantage, spiking him twice off the side of the stage. And when he has no jumps, Ness is a dead man. That's how you gain an easy advantage on Ness. You have to play to your strengths and get him off the side of the stage. That back throw is so strong, it almost killed me. Dodge through it, and this time I grab Ness just in time before he zips away. So Ness is looking for a grab. That's 2 missed grabs, 3 missed grabs. He's really, and then he gets one. You can only avoid so many of them. Right there, I walk through the fire with my invincibility because he always fires, and I use my neutral layer to catch him out of his roll. And now there's a transformation on the stage, and the windmill is my favorite new addition to this old remake of a stage. Because now the windmill is solid. Instead of being able to pass through it, characters will bounce off of it, like that. Ness tried to grab me when I tripped, so I got an easy advantage. Kicked him back into the windmill, which is a closed environment. Used a heavy hitting attack to push him off my shield, picked him back up with my up B, detect, easy grab, charge a forward smash, the windmill pushes me forward. I'm on the other side of the shield, he tries to cross over and grab, he misses. And now I have an easy 60 damage lead on him from before. Ness is so aggressive, he'll try to kill me off the edge. But Kirby has multiple jumps, so I'm not afraid of anything that he does. And that's the game.